Pick a point on the globe, any point, and Maersk won't be far away. Transporting the cargoes that made global trade possible. Securing the supply of energy to keep our world moving forward. Partnering with companies and countries to enable growth. Many places, one way of doing business. Caring for the detail, yet never losing sight of the big picture. We are Maersk, and we're preparing for new challenges and new times. Global trade is increasing. Wherever economies are growing, the demands for better lives expand. Every day, mountains of goods are moved from one side of the world to the other, to the most remote corners, to the busiest centers. Access to new markets and reduced trade barriers mean new opportunities. But new opportunities also bring new challenges. How does Maersk Line help customers succeed when global trade is changing?
Trade is about recognizing needs and trying to fulfill them. In Guaya, Ecuador, a local farmer learned of an increasing demand for high-quality bananas in China. And in Dalian, China, a local couple began their own import of bananas. Together, these two businesses now supply a substantial share of China's demand for bananas. They were both experts in their own fields. What they needed was an expert in shipping fresh fruit. Maersk Line is the world's largest shipping carrier. We are renowned for our reliability and efficiency. Our staff on the ground are leading experts in optimizing supply chains and distribution networks. With containerization, shipping has become commoditized. And with the global scale of trade today, growth must be enabled in a responsible way. That is why still more international traders have realized that a standard solution will never make their business outpace competition. Today, many customers prefer a shipping partner who understands their needs and challenges. We have made a business out of helping our customers deliver their promises and propel their ambitions.
The wheels of industry depend on oil and gas to keep them turning, so our civilization can advance. But as demand continues to grow, sources of easy oil and gas become scarce. Remaining reserves are harder to access, harder to extract. How is Maersk Oil unlocking their potential?
My name is Marianne Richterhausen. I'm working as a well-site geologist in Maersk Oil in Qatar. What really excites me about the job is that it's like a treasure hunt. We are searching for the black gold and we know it's hidden in the underground, we just don't know where it is. And by collecting and analyzing all sorts of data, we get indications of where the hydrocarbons are hidden. Maersk Oil never went for the easy accessible oil, but dealing with the more difficult reservoirs. By gaining knowledge and developing technical skills on the way, Maersk Oil succeeded in turning some of those marginal fields into huge commercial successes. And a brilliant example of this is the Al Tahin field offshore Qatar, where we are now. When we went into Qatar, no one thought it would be possible to actually produce commercially from it. But we proved ourselves right by transferring our knowledge we have gained by working in the North Sea, which were also very difficult reservoirs, and transferring that knowledge to the Al Tahin field. And today we are having a production of 300,000 barrels a day. It's all about using our science and technology in turning the marginal fields into commercial successes and thereby making the impossible possible. And that's just great to be part of, and I love that.
On this planet of ours, 8 out of 10 people live in growth markets. Their future depends on building strong and stable economies. But how do you create an economy today that's prepared for tomorrow? It starts with establishing trade connections to the world, harbors and hubs through which trade can smoothly pass, with infrastructure and logistics to support them, and people, local people, with the right motivation, the right skills to make these gateways work like clockwork. APM terminals operate more than 60 ports and terminals worldwide. To see what difference they're making, let's visit Nghiep in Vietnam.
The terminal plays a very important role in Vietnam. It helps make Vietnam more competitive, so it makes me proud to be part of something this big. So this is far more than just a job. I'm connecting people, businesses and countries with my country. Just to give you an idea, more than 30 million containers are passing through Maersk terminal worldwide in just 1 year. A single container can carry the yearly consumption of noodles of more than 3,000 people. That gives you the picture of the magnitude of our operation. We live as a team because there's no room for mistakes. So safety is top priority. That's why we have special focus on safety and human resources. We all need to share the same values, to understand each other so we can work as one. Right now, Vietnam exports twice what we import, but that's changing. Trade is bringing prosperity to my country. Soon the ships coming in will be just as full as ships that are leaving. I believe what we're doing here will be a great help for our country, and our children will benefit from the prosperity that trade brings to us through the development of terminals like this one.
Nature is a force to be reckoned with, to be respected, to be treated with care. She gathers her resources in the most remote environments. Nature challenges us to drill deeper, go further, to find ways to do business safely and responsibly under the most extreme conditions imaginable. How do you face these challenges when you work for Maersk Drilling on an ultra-deep water rig?
What's not to like about a rig like this? Look at it, out here in the middle of the ocean. I'm in charge of the drilling team, the auxiliary on the main side, the equipment for the well, and also the safety of the guys out here. Out here we have to be ready for anything that nature can throw at us. This is what you need. You'll need a rig like this. The old type rig, they'll never be able to come out here. A huge rig like this can stay right in the very same spot all the time due to its dynamic positioning. No matter what the weather's like, the current, the waves, this can stay over the top of a 50-pence piece. From a big rig like this now, we can drill 12 kilometers away just with the touch of a finger on a joystick and get ourselves right into that reservoir for the oil companies. We're the stars of the future, and that's why our equipment and our people continue moving the boundaries in the drilling industry. This is a magnificent piece of machinery, and who wouldn't want to work on such a beauty like this?
Wherever you find us, we're preparing for the future. But as the world and Maersk change, one thing remains constant: our way of doing business.
The basic principle is that people can trust us, that authorities can trust us, that employees can trust us, and that business connections can trust us. Your word should be your bond. We exercise constant care. By constant care, I mean care at the time the action is taken. It's much easier if you do it right the first time, instead of having to correct or add later on. That's difficult. Well, of course, if the care delays the decision-making, it can be too much. The constant care is the proverb that my papa left to me and to the group. Rettidig omhu.